Muggia is an Italian comune in the extreme southeast of the province of Trieste in the region of Friuli-Venezia Giulia, lying on the border with Slovenia. Muggia rests on the last stretch of Istria, still within Italian territory. After the dissolution of the Free Territory of Trieste in 1954 ceded the bulk of Istria to then Yugoslavia. Its territory, limited on the seaside by a shoreline of more than 7 kilometres featuring a coastal road, and on the border side by a hill system, Monti di Muggia, including Mt.Castellier, Mt. Michel, Mt. Zyance and Monti di Muggia, that dominate over a vast landscape of Italian and Istrian coast, is characterized by a rich subcontinental vegetation of both Carsic and Istrian type. It has a border crossing, known as San Bartolomeo, with Slovenia and the extreme west of the comune at Lazaretto. The Slovenian border crossing is called Lazaret in Koper municipality. History. Muggia originated as a prehistoric fortified village around 8th–7th century BC. The territory was conquered in 178–177 BC by the Romans, who created here a settlement. After the fall of the Western Roman Empire, Muggia was under Ostrogoth, Lombard, Byzantine, Avar and Frank dominations, until in 931, King Hugh of Italy donated it to the Patriarch of Aquileia. Before the year 1000 a new settlement was built on the seashore, initially named the village of the Laurel and then Muglia and Gt, Muglia and Gt, Mulia and Gt, Muia and Gt, Muggia. After the 13th century the new village, now grown to the status of city, pronounced itself a municipality and defined its territory as bordering with those of Trieste and Koper, but stayed still politically bound to the Patriarchy of Aquileia for this period of the cathedral and the city hall, the latter having been rebuilt in the last century. Having passed eventually in 1420 under the Republic of Venice, Muggia shared thereafter the fates of the Serenissima. After the latter's fall in 1797, it became part of the Austrian Empire, under which it developed an important naval shipbuilding industry which flourished until after World War II. Throughout the Austro-Hungarian, it remained part of the Margravate of Istria, first within the Kingdom of Illyria and then, after 1861, under the Austrian littoral. The municipality of Muggia extended southward and nowadays, including several settlements that are now a part of Slovenia, Ankarin, Hrvatini, Jelaji, Skofij, and Plavia. According to the last Austrian census of 1910, around a fifth of the municipality's population was ethnically Slovene, while the rest were mostly Italians. After World War I, the town was annexed to Italy and incorporated into the province of Trieste. In the 1930s, the area developed a strong communist underground activity against the fascist regime. In 1945, it was shortly occupied by the Yugoslav army. Until 1954, it was part of the Free Territory of Trieste. Main sites. Muggia provides many evident traces of its Venetian traditions and origin, as showed by the dialect, the gastronomic traditions, the Gothic Venetian style of some houses, the devious calli, the loggias, the ogive arches, the ancient coats of arms on the facades, but mostly the main square, a true Venetian campiello. Memories of its early ages include an important prehistoric castelliere on Mt.Castellier and Roman and medieval remains in Muggia Vecchia, once one of the guarding castles that in the 10th century were built to defend the Istrian border against the invasion of the Hungars. The castle of Muggia, destroyed in 1353 by the Triestines, retains several remains of the previous period, such as the ruins of the walls. A tower dating back to 1374 was due to the Patriarch of Aquileia Via Marquard of Muggia. Later in 1735, under the government of the Republic of Venice, it was restored, but it was totally abandoned during the following century. The castle was restored by its current owners, the sculptor Willy Bossi and his wife Gabriella, and may be visited upon request. The most important art attraction is the little Basilica of Santa Maria Assunta, housing frescoes from the 14th–15th centuries. Culture. Among the occurrences characterizing the socio-cultural life of this small city is well worth mentioning the Carnival of Muggia. The carnival absorbs much of the population of Muggia, engaging them in the construction of allegoric carts articulated and moving in order to better mock the chosen victim and in the realization of gorgeous costumes. During those 7 days the city becomes a true open-air theater, offering a continuous entertainment that previsibly climaxes in the Great Parade on the last Sunday. The town also has a museum of modern art named after sculptor Ugo Cara. International relations. Sister cities, twin towns: Koper, Slovenia; Obervellach, Austria. Notable residents: Willa Borden, politician; Willy Bossi, sculptor; Dario Hubner, football player; Vittorio Vidali, communist activist of Sassen and politician. Muggia Comune. Towns: Muggia. Villages: Boa, Lazaretto, Villaggio Castellietto,